Hi friends, my name is Chaitanya Bhatke and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Big loss I would say for South Africa, despite the fact that the match ended up in a draw. This game was in South Africa's pocket, but unfortunately Rain had other plans. South Africa were miles better than Zimbabwe, and Quinton de Kock himself took the initiative to get South Africans over the line, but unfortunately it wasn't to be, just due to a technicality that 5 overs on either side should be completed to get a mandatory result. That unfortunately South Africa had to share the point with Zimbabwe because the game got called off due to persistent rain. We have to remember that it was a rain truncated game. It was first of all just reduced to 9 overs. Zimbabwe managed a respectable 79 runs, and South Africa needed 64 of 5 overs to win the game. They actually managed more than 15 3 overs due to Quinton de Kock's blitzkrieg. Unfortunately, for them, due to some shady tactics by Zimbabwe, they weren't able to get over the line. Now, I am not saying that they did it on purpose, but they are not so innocent as they look. But if South Africa or any other team were in Zimbabwe's position, should would have they done the same thing? Answer is absolutely yes. Because no way in a full game or in a rain truncated game, with all due respect to the progress that the Zimbabwean side has made currently, they are a match to the South African side. And Quinton de Kock, as I mentioned a few seconds earlier, that himself took the initiative to set South Africa on the path of an improbable victory. He nearly did that. Strokes all around the ground. He's equally fluent towards the leg side as well as the offside as well. But unfortunately, it wasn't meant to be. One of the most magnificent hitting display I've seen from Queenie in a long time. And this Quinton de Kock can rival any batsman in the world in such sort of flow, in such sort of rhythm. He is very languid. He has a very languid flow. He is great to the eye, and his bat swing is very complete. So when he hits towards the leg side, he uses his full extension, and the ball seemingly travels because he's a great timer of the ball as well, and he has the unique ability to look elegant as well as powerful in the same strokes at the same time. So after the completion of the second over, Ngarava, their bowler, unfortunately tripped, and he took a long time for the treatment. And some blame is also on the match officials, David Boone, because they took more than 5 minutes in calculating the Duckworth Lewis score. And Zimbabwe bowled one of the slowest run rate ever in history of cricket for the first 3 overs, due to the combination of factors, likely injury to Ngarava, as well as the time taken back David Boone and other match officials. But we cannot blame David Boone because they had to do their job. But yes, Ngarava could have been treated on the sidelines, and Zimbabwe played very well, not in the game but the bigger game itself, to get a point from it. So South Africa very unfortunate to miss out. They have seen a lot of such instances in the past as well: 2003 World Cup, the 1992 World Cup, 99 World Cup, and this is another painful chapter in their story. So bad luck to South Africa. But anyways, how did you like my analysis of this game? Please tell in the comment section below, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel, and press the bell icon for further notifications.